guys, that wrestling guy.
And Penguin here.
Seems like the Oda-kun decided to tag out for this. Things got a little ugly last night after I was talking about that. So
be strong.
he decided to tag out, but Penguin decided to stick around for Raw, September 19, 2011. The only thing we knew going into this was that Hugh Jackman would be the special guest host.
Apparently, he plays Wolverine.
My God.
The
The
Beast.
Bees. I actually missed this match. You see, we had to watch this on a stream, and all the televisions were taken. I know television is archaic, but anyway, so we actually missed this match. It's Wade Barrett, Christian, and Michael McGillicuddy and David Utunga versus Air Boone, Sheamus, and Justin Gabriel.
I missed Sheamus? Oh.
So unfortunately, I simply can't comment on this match because I didn't see it.
I'm terribly disappointed.
Says here that Sheamus got the pin by giving the Celtic Cross to Utunga. So,
Go Sheamus.
there you go. Afterwards, Triple H announces that at Hell in a Cell, which is only 2 weeks away, kind of quick for pay-per-views, but anyway, that John Cena, since he won the WWE title, is going to defend it against Alberto Del Rio and CM Punk inside Hell in a Cell. Thoughts?
I really hope that CM Punk's going to be able to reclaim the title, because I really think he deserves it, especially after the fiasco last night. But
Although you are a fan of John Cena.
I am a fan of John Cena, but apparently it's because I'm new. But,
You don't like Del Rio.
no, the guy's a jerk.
He's Mexican. Watch right, I went there. No. I apologize to any of my Mexican fans. It's not like that. It's the Bees.
Oh, you.
After both of you. He got your hair, what's left of it, both of them. After that, we have Alberto Del Rio versus John Morrison. Now this we did see. This match, according to my notes, lasted 55 seconds. And basically consisted of Del Rio beating the crap out of Morrison and then slapping on the cross arm breaker, and he tapped it.
So this lasted about as long as a 15-year-old boy at summer camp.
Yes, well. So thoughts
It was
on
a
the-
crap one. It
It
was
was,
so bad.
I hardly hesitate to even call it a match.
It really isn't.
It's more like a, to use a wrestling term, a squash, which is just one guy beating the crap out of the other guy and then pinning him.
Yeah. And it's really unfortunate because John Morrison has these really great moves. He didn't get a single shot on Alberto Del Rio.
No, and then he even has a cool entrance where he slows down time so his hair can flow in the background. I actually kind of like that. He played Prince of Persia, I take it.
Apparently.
Again, I can't even call this a match. It was too short.
It really was.
Afterwards, we have Hugh Jackman,
Yay!
who comes out and says that he's here to shill his stupid movie that no one will see. I don't know what it's called.
It's Rock'em Sock'em Robots, the movie.
Okay.
I
Well,
honestly don't know what the real title is.
I don't know either. Oh, it's called Real Steel.
Woohoo.
And then Vicky Guerrero comes out saying,
My favorite manager.
"Excuse me at the most highest volume decimal possible before it just becomes things only dogs can hear." So, yeah, there's
That
that.
woman annoys me. And then claimed to be a diva,
Yeah.
which then she immediately took back.
Basically, Hugh Jackman gets mad at Dolph Ziggler and says that he can go on the back and find anyone to beat him. And they're heavily hinting that it's going to be Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
And then the segment ends. Although I will say this, Hugh Jackman goes into the crowd and steals a sign from the audience that says Ryder greater than Wolverine. And then just kind of leaves. He stole that kid's sign. Thought that was weird. Afterwards, R-Truth and The Miz go backstage to find Triple H so they can apologize for interfering in his match. This is where R-Truth really shines, because you can tell he doesn't mean what he's saying. It's rather ridiculous, really.
They look like those two little boys that get caught and thrown to detention, and
Yeah.
while The Miz is trying his best to seem very sincere, R-Truth is like, yeah, like Miz has to kick him in the foot or something.
This next part, to me, also makes no goddamn sense. You see, Sin Cara comes down to the ring.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes comes down to the ring.
No, Sin Cara was there first, then Cody Rhodes.
And then Sin Cara.
Yeah, and I don't even know what happened to Cody Rhodes, because I don't know if it was our stream that cut out or what, but
he
suddenly there were...
He left.
He left.
He just left. So why he was there, I don't know. But
Only
this is the
room for one
perfect
match
time for me to
tonight?
use this.
Of course! Don't you know anything about science?
Anyway, basically the two Sin Caras faced off, and I really couldn't tell who was who, so it was kind of hard for me to tell who I was supposed to be cheering for. And then
They were both amazing, though.
they were doing a lot of high-flying
Their
things.
moves
And then
were
they
so
both just
great.
left. That was the weirdest part. They both just, like, whatever, hell with this shit. Want to go grab a beer? And they just left. That seemed to be happening a lot tonight, where people just kind of get fed up and leave.
Yeah. It really didn't feel like there were a lot of real matches tonight.
Triple H then says that R-Truth and The Miz are both fined for $250,000. I defy you to name 10 wrestlers who even have $250,000 just laying around in case they get fined.
Well, you know, I heard John Cena had to sell his $22 million man.
Well, yes, but I mean, we all can't be as lucky as John Cena. I mean, where is he? He's not even allowed to visit the koi pond. But, afterwards, Mark Henry comes out for an interview because he won the world title last night. He wants the fans to apologize. They won't, so then he's going to beat up JR. And then Jared Lawler comes in to try and help him, and he slams him through the table, the announce table on the outside, and leaves.
This segment was actually really, really boring, even for Mark Henry's storyline. Or especially for Mark Henry's storyline.
It's just, the whole point of it was to prove that even though he's champion, he's still mad.
Yeah.
He's mad, bro. Next, Kelly and Eve versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Weird thing about this is Kelly and Natalya lost again.
Which, I don't see how that's possible, because these women are very, very good at what they do, and Kelly and Eve really
Well,
are just like...
the weird thing about the storyline that they're trying to suggest, because I heard Michael Cole say this, is that they're trying to make Natalya and Beth question whether they're even good enough to be there. So they keep losing, and they're getting frustrated, and they're getting mad, and I understand it, but it doesn't make any sense. Beth Phoenix could literally just grab Kelly, lift her over her head, and tear her in half like a Mortal Kombat
Which we
fatality.
all saw last night at Night of Champions.
So, I don't... Next. Any thoughts?
I can't stand Kelly, or Eve for that matter.
Next, we have Zack Ryder. Yeah, they hinted at it was him, and then it was him, with Hugh Jackman, versus Dolph Ziggler.
I love the whole segment before the actual match, where Hugh Jackman's actually going over how absolutely pathetic Zack Ryder is.
And actually even mugs to the camera before he leaves the shot.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we got this. And Zack Ryder says, woo-woo, Hugh, know it, instead of you, because you see his name is Hugh.
So great at that.
Zack Ryder wins the match, which is actually rather surprising.
Which is great. Like
Hugh Jackman pops Dolph Ziggler in the face, and then Zack Ryder hits his finisher and pins him.
Well, when Ryder actually hit the floor of the ring, what was her face? Vicky?
Vicky Guerrero, yeah.
She came over just full out bitch slapped him in the face, and was like, I didn't do anything. Of course, Vicky.
But the match was okay, short. It was only 3 minutes. But
Great to see the Cougar versus the Wolverine.
yeah, oh god, I forgot. Okay, yeah, there's that. Afterwards, there's a promo of Jack Swagger talking about how awesome he is, and then after that, he meets up with Vicky, who says that she'll be glad to manage him, and then it ends. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. He sees Dolph Ziggler, looks at him like he's a loser, and then leaves. The end.
Woo!
You know, fun. Afterwards, you got John Cena and Punk in the back talking about how they're tag team partners for the tag team main event later in the show.
I love how CM Punk looks surprised to be on camera every time you look.
Oh, right. As soon as he starts, he's like doing this, right? And all I can think is, see, Punk, showtime, bro. The camera. Anyway, after that, there was a video on the Hell in a Cell because that's the next pay-per-view and how it's demonic and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, been there, seen that. I mean, you saw it, and that's what you had to say about it.
No.
We got the main event, CM Punk and R-Truth and The Miz versus CM Punk and John Cena. This match actually was pretty good.
It was. I find that John Cena and CM Punk actually have really good dynamics.
And I'm
Which
sorry.
is surprising.
I'm sorry. I have to ask. This doesn't make sense. They just spent the last summer fighting each other, and now because Triple H says so, they're friends? You do not go out with a beer with a guy who tried to kill you. At least not a month later. And, CM Punk's whole thing is that he didn't want John Cena to be champion.
Yeah.
And surprise, surprise, he is.
This almost feels like, remember watching Pokemon as a kid, you got Ash versus Gary Oak, and the few times that they do band together?
Yeah.
It's exactly what it feels like.
It was just odd because there was no sense of importance, no reason for the tag team to be occurring. They weren't fighting off a bigger threat or anything like that.
there was really no storyline. Just my mind is full of thought for the entire storyline.
I know, and I will say this match really felt like the CM Punk show co-starring John Cena, because as soon as CM Punk got tagged into the match, he just took out everyone.
Yeah.
And he got the winning pinfall.
It
And then
was
right
pretty
afterwards, John Cena comes in and he's like, oh, is it over? After that, Triple H comes out and fires Miz and R-Truth.
Which makes me sad panda because I really like
Oh,
R-Truth.
they're not going anywhere.
I know. I guess.
Afterwards,
Still new.
all the wrestlers are sitting down in chairs because, they could be working. But they're all watching the show, I guess, which is weird because I guess if you're on a show, you wouldn't really want to watch it. But anyway, Triple H comes backstage and the guy asks him if he could have a word with him. Before he can even say anything, he gets knocked on his ass by the Miz and R-Truth.
Who are then forcefully ejected from...
Thrown out of the building
Yeah.
by about 12 wrestlers. And they just get tossed out. And the weird thing is the show actually ends really early.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes earlier than usual.
This was a really short show, I felt. Like,
I can't even get mad because it was just either it didn't make sense or it was just too fast to even call.
yeah. Well, I can see where it would be hard to really follow Night of Champions because that was a really good show.
Yes,
Maybe
it
not a
was.
great show,
But good.
really good. They followed it with a really weak Raw.
I mean, I'll have to see if SmackDown's better. I don't normally watch SmackDown, but maybe I'll make an exception this week. Unfortunately, Penguin will not be here for
No.
that. That's on Friday nights, so...
Oh, I actually
Oh, okay, well maybe she will be here.
know. I have
don't
the day
know.
off, so.
Oh, well, maybe. Her day off from penging. Wow, they're trying to say that.
Penging?
Anyway, so
I
yeah.
read copious amounts of manga.
I'm sorry this is short, but to tell you the truth, there just really wasn't much here. Anything to add?
No, not really. I mean, this was not one of the shows with a great deal of substance. There wasn't a lot of storyline.
Everything kind of felt rushed because they've got 2 weeks to build to the next pay-per-view, so it really
Yeah.
it feels to me like they, shouldn't have had one so close to another one.
See, you know what? It would have made more sense to have Hell in a Cell Halloween.
Yeah, that's what I
Or
thought.
like the day before
Yeah,
Halloween.
because it kind of goes Halloween, But anyway, so 2 weeks, there's not really enough time for them to have big arcing storylines. They kind of got to go now. So, and CM Punk, or R-Truth and The Miz are not fired. They'll be back next week. Hell, they'll probably be on SmackDown on Friday. Because, what's the average firing rate before you come back in wrestling? Hell, they fired Kevin Nash 2 weeks ago when he was at Night of Champions.
He still showed up.
So, yeah,
He
anyway.
took a sledgehammer to the jaw.
Yes, he did, which was beautiful. Alright, well, so that's our Raw review. And I guess we'll catch you down the road. So, till next time, it's that wrestling guy.
And Penguin.
And then we'll catch you down the road.